What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing today? Hope you're excited. Today we got the second video of our series. Today we will be going over the top 5 2022 Young Guns that I think could spike in value during the 2023-24 NHL season. You guys absolutely killed it on the top 5 2023 Young Guns video, so if you haven't checked that already, make sure you check out that video, as well as the hobby box opening we did, opening a Series 1 hobby box, hunting for some Matty Beniers. And if you guys are new to my channel, if this is your first time finding my channel, if you guys could do me a favor, please slap that subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world to me to hit that number. Smash that like button. Drop down in the comments below who you think is going to go up in value in 2022. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. And yeah, without further ado, I'm not a financial advisor, but here's my top 5 2022 Young Guns I think could spike in value next season. All right, kicking off our list at number 5 is going to be my boy. You guys are going to be surprised I have him this low. It's going to be Cole Caulfield's Young Guns from Series 1. He currently sells for around $100 Canadian on eBay. He's kind of gone back up. He was down a bit. You could find them for like $80 and sometimes even cheaper. But yeah, Caulfield currently selling for $100 Canadian, and he's going to be the number 5 spot. So the reason I have Caulfield lower on this list is because he's already kind of priced in. $100 Canadian, people know he's a goal scorer. People know he's in a big market. But he could definitely gain some value if he's able to reach that 50 goal mark that I believe he can this season. Caulfield last season was on pace for 46 goals, and I believe he would have definitely got that if he kept playing. Obviously, he was even playing with an injury during that time, and he said he could have kept playing through that injury, but they decided to let him have the surgery, let him get healthy for this season. So I believe 50 is in the cards for Caulfield. And the reason I'm focusing on that 50 goal mark so much is because I think that's the real way Caulfield's cards could gain like crazy value, is if he was able to score 50 goals this season, because I don't see the Habs as a playoff team. I don't see them going on a big playoff run or anything like that. So his cards won't gain value from success, like team success. I think it has to be personal success. And I think if he was able to get 50 goals, his cards could definitely jump in value. I think the Habs next season should have a decent offense, and Caulfield should be able to score at least 40. And if he scores 40, his cards might go up a little bit, but not crazy. If we want to see that crazy jump, I think he's got to get 50. All right, coming up next in our number 4 spot is going to be a bit of a sleeper pick. It's actually going to be Thomas Novak from the Nashville Predators. Thomas Novak had a very solid season last year, and nobody was talking about it because he's a third-round pick from 2015. I wasn't given a lot of credit, but hopefully he can improve on that this season. Thomas Novak last season had 43 points in 51 games. I bet you some of you didn't know he played that well, just because nobody was talking about him, because Nashville, their offense was horrible, and he was still putting up numbers. So this means one of two things with Thomas Novak. This was either just a scoring spell, it was a one-time thing, or he's finally taken that next step. He's a late bloomer, and he's going to be putting up point totals like this going forward. Now, which one of these outcomes is more likely? I think that it's more likely he regresses and isn't this efficient when scoring. But considering you can find his Young Guns, I bought one of these for $1 at a card show. Like, I found one in a dollar bin and I purchased it. You can find them for like $3 online on eBay. I think it's a very minimal risk with some high reward, because if he does continue this scoring pace, I think his cards should go up to at least like $5-10. But to gain substantial value, I think Nashville would have to be in the playoff race, maybe go on a bit of a playoff run to gain like crazy value. I don't see that happening, but they have restructured their offense. It does look like Thomas Novak is projected to be the 2C. These are projections from Daily Faceoff. Training camps haven't opened, so these lines aren't set in stone or anything, and he's currently projected to be on the top power play as well. So if they're deploying him like that and he's getting ice time and he's producing, his cards should go up in value. Keep in mind, this is a list for cards to spike next season, not cards I like long term. I do not like Novak long term at all. And coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be someone completely based on market and deployment. It's going to be JJ Paterka with the Buffalo Sabres. His Young Guns can be found in extended series. That's another thing. Novak's Young Guns can be found in Series 2, I believe. And Paterka currently sells for around $10 Canadian on eBay. Paterka had a solid rookie season, notching 32 points in 77 games, playing up with the Buffalo Sabres. He's a former second-round pick to the Sabres. I believe he could have went in the first round of that draft. I was actually just kind of surprised he didn't. I really like Paterka. He was electric with Stützle in the World Juniors when he was still a prospect. And honestly, I wanted to put Jack Quinn on the 2023 list, but Jack Quinn's going to be missing the start of the season with an Achilles injury, I believe. He'll be out till around December. September. So that leaves an opportunity open for Paterka to really take a top 6 role on this team. And with that crazy Buffalo card market, we saw it last year with guys like Tage Thompson, Rasmus Dahlin. I think there's actually a chance the Sabres make the playoffs this season. And if the Sabres are to make playoffs and Paterka is a big part of it, I think his cards could definitely gain some value. It's just whether or not Paterka is going to maintain a top 6 role, continue to be a good goal scorer for this team. It'll be interesting to see because they look pretty set down the middle with Thompson, Cousins, and Krebs. So it looks like there is an opportunity for Paterka to get some big ice time on the wing. Like I said, I like Paterka a lot because he is number 3 on this list, but I am a little concerned with his deployment and once Quinn comes back and how they're going to use him. And Buffalo's got some other young players in the system as well that could push for roster spots. All right, up next, coming in, our number 2 spot is going to be somebody I was wrong about last season. It's going to be Lucas Raymond. Going back and watching my video from last year, Lucas Raymond was number 1 on this list, and Raymond did not improve on his rookie season. He actually regressed a bit, not too terribly, but he had a bit of a sophomore slump, did not do as well as I was hoping, and his cards have gone down even further. You can currently find Lucas Raymond Young Guns on eBay for as low as $25 Canadian. I think that's a very good buying opportunity, considering Lucas Raymond was a 4th overall pick to this Detroit Red Wings team, and they should improve. They should eventually start improving, and I think Lucas Raymond is going to be a big part of this offense. As you can see on the screen, he regressed a bit last season. 45 points in 74 games, not as good as his rookie season with 57 points in 82 games. I think Lucas Raymond is going to be given every opportunity to succeed in Detroit, considering they used up so much draft capital on him. And with the additions of Alex DeBrincat and JT Compher, I think Detroit's offense should improve next season. Obviously, Dylan Larkin and Maurice Seider are more the face of the franchise type players. I just like the offensive upside we have with Lucas Raymond and the potential he could have going into year 3. And actually, before we reach our number 1 spot, I'm going to quickly run through an honorable mentions list. I'm not going to do this for every list, but 2022 for me was so tough. My short list was crazy long for this, a lot longer than the 2023 video. So I'm going to run through a couple young guns I think can go up now. So here's everyone that was on my short list: Jeremy Swayman, Logan Thompson, Shane Pinto, Mason McTavish, Rasmus Kupari, Alex Newhook, Cole Perfetti, Jake Neighbors, Maurice Seider, William Eklund, Quentin Byfield, Cole Sillinger, Alex Holtz, Akira Schmid, Raphael Harvey Pinard, and Seth Jarvis all didn't make the list, but I do like the potential for those cards to grow. Let me know if I missed anyone down in the comments below. Finally, coming in at our number 1 spot, it's for a lot of the same reasons as our last number 1 pick in the 2023 list. It's going to be Trevor Zegras of the Anaheim Ducks from Series 1. Currently sells for around $30 Canadian on eBay, and his cards have absolutely tanked from release. Honestly, Zegras and Raymond both had very similar sophomore slumps, and their cards did not do well. They were both on my list last year. I flip-flopped them this year because I honestly believe Trevor Zegras is the face of this Anaheim Ducks franchise. Last year, Zegras notched 65 points over 81 games, and that's not the kind of progression I was expecting and many others. I expected like around a point per game. Hopefully he can reach that this season. And the main reason I'm so high on Zegras is because if Anaheim was to surprise people and do a lot better than people expected, everyone's going to look at Zegras. Zegras is going to be the spotlight. He's going to have to be the reason why. He's their first-line centerman. He's their franchise centerman. He's going to be the guy if the Ducks are going to surprise people and be in the run for the playoffs. Now, I don't think that's unlikely, but even then, Zegras is a household name at this point, I believe. I think most casual hockey fans know who Trevor Zegras is. Maybe not all of them know who Lucas Raymond is. I really like what Anaheim's done in the offseason. They draft Leo Carlsson 2nd overall, as well as add veterans like Alex Killorn and Radko Gudas. I just think the worst is behind for Anaheim. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team by any means, but the off chance that they surprise some people, Zegras will be front and center, and his cards could double in value. All right, and that's going to be the list. Make sure you comment down below if you think this list is absolute gibberish. Let me know your guys' picks in the comments. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Thank you all. I'll see you guys in the next one.